Hey guys, welcome to this Patreon video. I just thought I'd give a share about what I've been experiencing, and that is what a time to be alive on Earth. I can feel that my vessel's getting very pressurized, which means it's like a sign that it's like, okay, there's lots of energy. Sometimes when we feel a lot of like tiredness and exhaustion, it's like inertia. It's energy stuck in the body that wants to flow through. And I guess I could journal, maybe. This is good for me that I'm doing this. It's like I'm realizing I haven't been writing. And I don't know why. Writing is like the thing for me, It actually, what's coming through is the video that got the biggest subscribers, the most pop or whatever. Not that just because a video got whatever seen the most, that means it's the best necessarily. But that video, I remember, it was an energy update video, and I had actually my intention was to write an energy update blog, but I just got so excited while I was writing it that I was like, I gotta get in front of the camera and share. Because I was like, there was just so much energy. I was like, I just had to. And so the point I'm making is how writing starts bringing energy through, bringing inspiration through, and then like spirit can kind of take over. I was just sitting by the river, actually, kind of segueing to this, and I was feeling, as I was sitting by this beautiful river in Montana, feeling lots of pressure in my body, I was seeing like how the river just flows, right? It just flows. And I was like, I don't know, there was something in it energetically, vibrationally for me it was like teaching me, there's something there for me to learn from, because I have a lot of pressure in my body, which means like I'm not letting something flow, right? And this happens again and again for me on the path, is getting in the way of the energy flowing, like trying to be the controller of how this life's supposed to work and move. And then the pressure becomes so great and so unbearable that I'm left no other choice but to be like, fine. And that part just kind of gets out of the way. And then, just like a river, energy flows again. And I'm not even going to say this is conscious a lot. It's like there's unconscious parts that the light is going into and like doing this up against, right? And I think we can all relate and resonate with that. And so that's where like having gentleness with ourselves. I was tempted as I was sitting by the river to be like, with lots of pressure in my body, to be super hard on myself. Be like, you're doing something wrong. You've got a lot of pressure. You got to figure this out, But then I just sat and I was just thinking like, damn, what a wild life. What an intense journey that we are on in transmuting the collective shadow. I'm here in my home, where my parents live in Montana, and the ancestral healing that I'm working through right now is significant. And my last video I posted and then promptly took down talked about that a lot. And I took it down because it just wasn't digested enough yet. Like the message was, I loved what kind of came through, but then and this could have also been like, because I was also in I had a lot of shame induced in the moment. So it's partly that, and there's partly a lot of consciousness and conscious guidance, and like, it's just not quite, fully integrated, the experience I've been having with relational healing. And as I'm saying this, I'm realizing it's a lot more shame that came up, and that's what's happening. This full moon's coming up. I read somewhere, I think it was Bridget Nielsen, she talked about how like this is a big feminine wound purge cycle with the lunar. I mean, just a lot going on. So notice if you're kind of all over the place, if you're getting streams of light telling you this is the truth, and then all of a sudden it's not the truth, and and then you share something, but then you're like, I don't know, is that, it's like we're upgrading so fast, we're so multidimensional that, more as we upgrade our energy fields, more dimensions become available to us. So it's like we'll share something, and because we shared it, we healed some of our grid. So now we can see what we shared from a whole new perspective. And so we might question what we shared. And so it's very fascinating experience to do that. And so if you do something like question something you shared, and maybe you're like, maybe that wasn't my highest, and you take it down or whatever. I know in the past I used to be really hard on myself when I would do that. I'd be like, oh, you don't believe in yourself. You think you suck. And it just, this time I was like, I don't know. Maybe sometimes we get to do that, and who cares? Like, we get to, maybe that was meant to be shared for an hour, like it was, right? And maybe that was just something I needed to move through and just have a couple people see and pull down. And that's perfect. Like, who's the judge that says like what's right and wrong about that, right? Isn't that so funny that I'm just seeing this now, that my mind had this whole judgmental pattern about if you post something and take it down, it means something negative. And I'm just seeing now, like, it means nothing. It means it was meant to be up for 2 hours or an hour, and then whatever. And that gives us so much more freedom to play, like, yeah, I can post this and then I can take it down. Who cares? And I did get a really good picture out of it. That's now all my profile pictures. And I was really glowing after, but there was something higher in my higher place. I was like, maybe not yet, because it talked about really delicate content from my life that's really still very sensitive. I'm still, like I said, integrating so much of the ancestral healing that's happening here. And I know going forward, I mean, it's already in my field. It's like healing a lot. And I can feel going forward, I'll be able to talk about it in a deeper way, a more succinct way, perhaps a more helpful way. Not to judge myself for the video either. Yeah, more awareness, guys. More awareness. The light's going all the way in. Our bodies are probably really tired. I've been just like literally in deep meditation for hours and hours every day. Just resting. Like, I can't eat meat right now. I even tried shrimp today. It was a no-go. Literally eating just fruit and vegetables, drinking water. Hummus. Yeah, just resting here, and just feeling like how I'm getting pulled this way and then this way, but feeling how my soul's just like mostly just saying like, stay right here, stay, just like, at least give this till the full moon completes or something, right? Let's see what life looks like as the full moon moves through, and notice as we are probably being triggered, we're going through some difficult, maybe relational stuff. A lot's coming to the light right now. Other people are noticing. I can't avoid their shadows either. Just see what happens as you keep working through these things, as you keep energetically fortifying and upgrading your field by like feeling through and releasing the lower, denser vibrations and energies and emotions. Just see what happens as you do that, like how life unfolds and what you can see once all that work has kind of been done through this full moon cycle. Like, life really might open up for us here in a day or 2 or 3. And especially in the coming weeks. So if you're getting that, if you're feeling kind of blocked, like unsure about this, or do I do that? Like whatever it's about, just kind of like feel through it. Do your best to kind of move the energy however you can. That's what I'm doing here. Whatever your way is for that. If you're feeling like lots of pressure and inertia, sometimes like exhaustion can come from the body just needs fucking rest and get in bed. Absolutely. And that's been the case a lot. But sometimes it's like the body starts to feel really tired because there's so much energy and it needs to move. And the sign, like I said, is pressure. So once I start feeling pressure and tiredness, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to like journal. That's like, it's like what the first thing that came through for me today. I forget I write. Like, why do I forget? I love to write. What am I doing? That's okay. But this authentic sharing, it's good for me too. Yeah, I know a lot of you all love to move your bodies. That's good for you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope there's something in this for you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Oh, last point. It's amazing how I'm starting to feel a lot energetically cleaner. I don't know why I want to say this, but like, I'm just feeling like cleaner and more purified or something. Like things that were born from a place of, lack, neediness, from a wound, are starting to really fall away. And I'm seeing like, oh, cool, things are staying that are real, that are truth, and it feels clean and it's nice. Yeah, maybe there's something in that for y'all. Otherwise, take care. So much love and namaste.